The national team, and they've already introduced and said that I've spoken, that I've worked abroad as well as a professional coach. My journey has been shaped by people who are in this room. I can say, in terms of the work that I've done as a coach, of course, it's been augmented and the value has been added by journalists who are in this room. Sports journalists. I talk about, Famara already said it. When I first came to the Gambia, I worked in GRTS with an analysis, and he wrote an article, and it was a masterpiece. And why do I remember it as a masterpiece? It wasn't just praising. There was constructive criticism. And maybe he knows it, maybe he doesn't know, but I use that article as motivation to go and do my work. That's where that number one starts. Musa Sise has already been here. He didn't know me. He just said, oh, there's a coach. Let's invite him to add some color and analysis to the analysis of World Cup and the Euros. And I've covered a few tournaments with him, with Musa Sise. When we won all those trophies in Senegal, in Liberia, MS Jallow is here. Come to GRTS, coach. What's your story? Momodou is here. QTV, the same thing. It's not just us coaches or the players who are part of it. You are all part of it as sports journalists. Momodou, the time that I was in Riyadh, the support, it's there. I can look at others and others. Lamin Fadera is here, taking me on Africa. These things are very important. Othman, it's so key. And there's one person who I haven't mentioned yet, because there's a reason, because there's a story in terms of, we talked about ethics and all the skills that you have been taught in journalism. But here's a real life example for you. So I was working in the national team, and a player was not called, prominent player. I worked with that player before as well. We have a special relationship for sure, still to this day. And there was a media circus, I would say, to say that I'm the reason why he was not called to the national team, me as an assistant coach. All the stories. There's one sports journalist out of the whole country of Gambia who said, wait. Let me get the other side. Let me get the other side. That person, ladies and gentlemen, sports journalist, is your president now. Omar Jarju. So he was there coming to interview and taking the other side. And from there, I was able to set the record straight, put it behind me, and then continue. And look where we all ended up. Yeah. For sure, this is really important, the job you are doing. And it's what I say to coaches, my fellow coaches. Do not allow others to disrespect your profession. Do not allow others to disrespect your profession. The work you are doing is very, very important. MS, you made the point about posting for players and doing different things. That helps. Agents see it, coaches see it. They'll call me and ask me, what do you know about this player that they're talking about in the Gambian media? Yes, this. And it comes from the work that you guys are doing on the ground. There's a player out there in Europe, prominent player. I'll leave you guys to do the work, but for sure, he should be in the national team by now. For sure. I've worked in America, there's players there. They say, oh, how can we get to the national team? Do we have to know a journalist who, write stories for us and all this? I said, no, just do your work. Do your work, get your goals, and then eventually somebody will find out.
Yes.
Somebody, the very best will eventually find. In terms of, we talked about the value that you give. You are the guardians of the Gambian football, of sports in the Gambia. You are the guardians. Again, somebody spoke about 2 sides, 3 sides. There are 3 sides. I agree with that. I heard that quote also. You are the last lines for truth.
Yes.
You are the last line of the truth. Go to this side, go to that side, and then put the full stop on the truth.
That's right.
That's all it is. But often you'll take one side because, this one came, I know this one, and then you completely forget the other side. And then who knows what the truth is eventually. Soon we'll find it out. After all these years, the same player was hugging, was saying all these things. It was nonsense what they were saying. But it was also fueled by some people in your profession. And there was one amongst you, I can say for this story personally, that came and said, no, let me check the other side. And I can only thank him for that, and I can only thank all of you as well. Yeah, for what you're doing. Keep it up. All I would end on is just to say, when I go abroad and you look at the coverage and the topics that we have in the Gambia and the topics out in the West, it's really it's different, and it's all about development. So Denmark, US, England, they'll talk about really finite details to get to that next level. They're not talking about an assistant coach not picking a player. They're not talking about little things that don't matter, that are personal grudges, or they have no benefit to the wider society, to the wider country. So you have people making thought pieces. The article I talked to you about, Famara, it was a thought piece. And he did not know. Well, the coach read it and said, let me go and get my work done, because it serves as motivation. It serves to galvanize and get your resources together. When we come back and MS does the interview with the players, with the trophies, they now use that as a platform when they go out abroad and they go to for their careers. If you guys were not there to cover, they will not have a story to tell.
That's true.
They will not have a story to tell.
That's true.
And I'll embarrass him now because maybe he remembers all. When I first came back to the Gambia and I was trying to get in touch with the technical department, and eventually I got through to the technical director at the time, who explained, go to the training ground, volunteer. You know who the first person who directed me was? It's Bakri Balde there. So not knowing own coaches, nothing else, it was a media professional, sports journalist, who was the one who opened the door. And I was able to go contact the technical director, and eventually the rest is history, as they say. So your work is so important. Thank you, keep it up, and all the best.